Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to be talking about 4 significant residency match changes for 2027. So if you are applying to residency in the coming cycle in 2026, or if you are applying in the coming years, you definitely want to watch this video. To introduce myself, my name is Dr. Jessica Friedman. I'm an emergency physician. I am a former associate residency director and faculty member at the Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai. And now I am chair and founder of MedEdits Medical Admissions. I founded MedEdits 18 years ago, and we are still physician run. I've spent my entire career in medical education and admissions. I've reviewed thousands and thousands of applications, and I am always up to date on the trends, as is the rest of my incredible team here at MedEdits. So let's talk about change number 1. And I think that this is perhaps the most significant change for residency applicants. The new section in ERIS that is replacing the traditional publication section. ERIS is the residency application, the electronic residency application service. Replacing the publication section is going to be something called a scholarly works section, where students are going to write about their scholarly works in bundles, in pods. Okay, now why was this change made? This change was made because as students were feeling more pressure to have more publications, they were literally just collecting publications. Additionally, if they, let's say, had a project and they presented that project at multiple meetings, they would enter a separate listing for each individual presentation. And so they did this because it was very important to have as many publications, presentations, and things within that category on your residency application. So from the program director's standpoint, it became very, very difficult to distinguish between what was valuable research and what was just fluff, okay, and how many things were just repeated over and over again. So as a part of this new section, you are going to be grouping your scholarly works into groups, and you additionally are going to be identifying your 3 most significant individual works. Now, some of this is still in development, so we don't know exactly how this is going to appear on the application. We will keep everybody updated on that. But what this is going to do is this is going to force applicants to focus much more on impact and depth. Now, I realize for the upcoming class, those of you who are applying in 2026, this comes as a bit of a surprise, and there's going to have to be a little bit of, kind of strategy for how you're going to present your works, because you are probably still in the mindset where you're collecting publications. Now, for earlier classes, for students who are either starting medical school or who are in their first or second year, they will have more time to try to gain more depth and more impact rather than just collecting publications. So the scholarly work section is going to now be able to show the evolution of a student's work. And that is really important because in past years, the average number of research items for some specialties for students who matched was literally in the 20s, even in the 30s for some of the most competitive specialty. So this is going to decrease that pressure to just collect research items, I think, and it's going to allow applicants more time and more energy to really focus on those scholarly works, those research experiences that are very, very important to them. Now, on the pre-medical front, I think that this is also going to impact the pre-med front because residency applicants did list publications that they had done early on in their medical educations, early on in their undergraduate educations. And now they are really not going to have the space in order to do that. So I think it's going to really change the emphasis not only of the residency application process, I think it's also going to impact the pre-med process as well. Change number 2, and I don't think this is as significant if you are applying, but ERIS is going to be centralizing how letters of recommendation are sent, and they are going to be sent now through the AMC, the Association of American Medical Colleges letter writer portal. This is going to make things faster and easier, and if anyone remembers applying to med school, probably most of you use the AMC letter writer portal to submit your letters of recommendation for medical school. Change number 3, and I find this interesting, is that more specialties are going to be implementing the Specialty Standardized Letter of Evaluation, or the SLO. Now, interestingly, I'm an emergency physician. Emergency medicine was the first specialty to implement the SLO. Many specialties followed us, and now more specialties are following. We don't know which specialties are adding on SLOs. We will know that fairly soon. This now allows people a more consistent way to evaluate applicants, and more importantly, it allows letter writers to be able to compare a student's ranking among their peers. I realize that maybe to an applicant, might induce a little bit of stress, but ultimately, this is a positive thing, I think. Change number 4, and this is not going to impact everybody, but there will be continued pilot development. So there has been some pilot development on specialty-specific supplemental essays, and most recently it was anesthesiology, neurosurgery, and plastic surgery. And these were additional essays that applicants to these specialties needed to write, and they were developed by the specialties. There will be more specialty-specific supplemental essays for more specialties in the coming cycle. Again, it hasn't yet been announced which specialties those are, but we will update the notes on this YouTube video when those are announced. And I think this is actually pretty exciting, and I think it offers another benefit for applicants. Some specialties are going to be adding enhanced signaling explanations. So when most specialties at this point allow students to signal, meaning they can indicate that a program is of specific interest to them, and this is a key strategy when you are trying to match into residency, signaling programs strategically. And now some specialties are going to be adding enhanced signaling explanations, which I think is a positive thing because it offers you more opportunity to distinguish yourself. It offers you more opportunity to show a program why you're interested in them. And anything, even though I know it's more work for everybody, I think anything that allows for more expression and more authenticity on the part of the applicant is beneficial. So, how are all of these changes going to help you, the residency applicant? They're going to decrease your stress to just collect those research publications and publish, and get involved in every case presentation you possibly can or case write-up. So it's going to allow you to really focus on what interests you and what you really want to be involved in. It is additionally going to offer you more opportunity to distinguish yourself in the residency match process, and we are always in favor of that. If you need help, if you're thinking about applying to residency soon, if you want any guidance on anything I've talked about or anything related to the residency match process, the residency application process, please contact us, info@mededits.com. We've been working with applicants just like you for more than 18 years. Good luck.